Hey, my chickadees. Welcome back to the back 40. All right, we are on day 24 of our 100 days. We have made 24 straight days in a row. Woohoo, doggy, we done it. All right, look at that. We are doing good. All right. We got some housekeeping because I got a lot of stuff on my desk. A lot of this and that, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hey, Miss Bell. So, first thing, I went to the Dollar General and they had these cute little stickers. So, I had. Hey, Cheryl. I had to get this. So, everything's fine. It's fine. My damn world's on fire, but it's fine. Hey, Lucretia. Okay, so they had measure once, cuss twice. Hey, Marty. Marty, before we come in, I said it's 24. We done it, girl. 24 days in a row. Looks like you're going to do your 100 days too. So they also had the heart. So I had to get it to go on here. And I thought I could just put it right here. And we could just cut the tops off there. And that would make the top of that white kind of go in. Well, yeah. And that would work just fine. And that would be going off the edge of the page. And that would work perfectly too. Uh-oh. There we go. And that'll work just good. I found my scraper. You just won't believe where it was, but I found it. Okay. So we have that. Oh, happy birthday to you, Lucretia. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lucretia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Woohoo! Okay. I did this. I hope you make it through another birthday since you had listened to my singing. I'm so sorry. I guess that was a terrible birthday present, but I just lost control of myself. Just blame it on my ADD. That's a song, Okay. So, this got all discombobulated. I think Fat Daddy did it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, so we have that all done. I'm going to keep this because Friday's coming for Knockdown Showdown. I think Heart's on there. That could be a real good mass stencil thing or something. So I'm going to put it right over here and keep that. And then we'll keep these. And I'll put those in the sticker box. They'll wind up going somewhere, I'm sure. That's the only thing I wanted to do in here tonight. Yeah. Okay. And then on this one, I did go and put me this red rack down right there. And I put this one. Oh, I missed that glue one. Oh, no, there's glue. It just didn't stick. That was supposed to be gray or blue or something, and it didn't dye right. So, I'm going to put it down here. And I added some of that paper towel and baby wipe there. That looks a little better. Hey, Miss Beth. Hey, JoJo. So I didn't miss anybody else, did I? Okay, so I've got that. I still love that squirrel. It's just so daggone cute. And I love her playing hide and seek behind the curtain. Her mama gonna get her butt messing that curtain up. I really want to do something to this, but it hasn't just really called my name yet. I need this to look more like a wall or a door. But I'm gonna do something with that. I'm gonna set that there. I did this, and it's all Dede's fault. I'm just putting it out there. It's Dede's and Devon's fault. It's their fault. Yep. 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 It's their fault. Okay. So in our big art journal, I want to put these in there. Look, Miss Meri. I did it. This one I didn't like too well because I used some baby white to test it out. And, you know, and then this one came out better. I did use some fabric behind there that I had stamped on, and I put that over top of it and gave her some little pearls. I made her a little floozy, gave her makeup and stuff, you know, just floozied her right on up. I did. So, this one I'm going to send out in Happy Mail. Oh, I got some Happy Mail to show. And this one we're going to put in our junk journal. I'll just stick it right back here in the back. And I got me some more crayon, like I needed them, but I did. The Dollar General had the Crayola Super Tips on sale. I mean, it was $2. I could not pass up 20 Crayola Super Tips for $2. I was hoping when I got up to the cash register, it'd be that penny stuff. I have never gotten anything from the Dollar General for a penny, but they say you can. Hey, Carol, how you doing tonight? Hey, Steph. No, I did not, and I will have to check that and see. Good Lord. Okay. I'll check it. Okay. Well, I would say something about you hogging all the ice cream, but since it's your birthday, you got every right in the world to hog that ice cream. So you get up in that balcony and you just eat that whole tub of ice cream. It's okay. Today's your birthday and calories don't count today. That's right. Okay, this is Dede's fault. Yes, it is. I had to do it. I went and looked back and watched her videos, her old videos and stuff on it. She had a heap of them. She was not lying. It played the whole time I worked today. So I thought, oh, we got a reverse collage. So what I did was I took, my sister picked these National Geographics up for me from the library. They had them out there. And it was, let me see, a 97, a 97, a 97, and a 98, I think. And so I took them and glued, see, I glued the two pages together. Then I took packing tape and put the packing tape on the spine real good. Then I stopped by the Dollar General just to get this, and I wind up getting me some sponges because they had these. So I got me some daubers, and then I got those Crayolas, but they were on sale for $2. So it's okay. I got them, and then I got those stickers. So, you know. And then I put the black duct tape. So I put the black duct tape on the spine because she said she put duct tape on it. So I put me some black duct tape on it. So I thought, oh my gosh, I can't wait to start reverse collaging and billing out and playing and learning how to do all that blending and everything. You know, I just went off into YouTube world watching all that. So if you haven't done anything like this, go to Dede Willingham. I think Miss Beth's done some too, hadn't you, Miss Beth? And you and Becca and Dana, I think's done some of that too, where you paint out of the magazine. But go to their channels and look on their playlist and watch them do some of that. It's going to make you want to do it. So just go right on, because I know y'all got some magazines sitting around and they're trying to glue together and join in with me. All right. Woohoo, Stephanie. Oh, girl, that is good news. Praise the Lord. I'm so happy for you. And I'm glad you're healing well, too. That's good, too. All right. That's some happy, happy, joy, joy. Hey, Dawn. That is wonderful news. Just got me grinning from ear to ear. Okay, it's reverse collage. What we're going to do with this magazine is like this picture. Matter of fact, I can just show you. We took the magazines, glued them together so it'll be one magazine, and you have to, work from part of the magazine to the back and forth so the spine won't curve. But what you do is, like on this picture, I want to keep this face right here. That's all I want is that face. So I will gesso and white out this one and then paint it in. So I like when I do the black with the different stuff on it, pick this red up. And so I want to do that on this. So when you go through, like I like this, and I like, what is America? So I would just blend in and carry the water, try to carry the water down with it here and the sky up here, and then, add some stuff to it or something of that nature. Now that duct tape is strong, y'all. And then, maybe do something here. And then if there's a page that just has text on it that I don't want to keep, which these were an anniversary or something about like this one. I might just glue these two together, but if not, I want to keep this dog here. I would just get rid of all the text I didn't want. Or if there was some text I want to keep, I do that. So that's what I was going to do with this. But Cheryl, if you go and look at Dede Willingham. Wait a minute. I got it right here. In my notes, because I was going back looking at my notes and making some more notes because somebody had talked about the background and had questioned that in here. Here we go. Make sure I don't have nothing. Dede Willingham at Ink I Well. That's her handle. But if you search by Dede Willingham, she'll come up. And she does Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30. You would love that, Cheryl. If you haven't watched her, you would love it because it's mixed media. She does all that collage stuff like you do and everything. You would love her. Okay. All right. Where was I at? Oh, okay. So, and I used, I can't find my gesso. I used my Nana's glue. Yep, you can glue in pictures and paint and alter the pages, add stuff to it, add, whatever you want to add to it. And then, it's together like a journal. I probably should have got rid of some of the pages, but I was just so daggum excited. Plus, I was at work. And, all I could do was glue pages together. I couldn't do nothing. That's kind of against the practice. And I was kind of busy today, too. So, I was real busy today. Uh-oh. But see, I just want that part right there, like that. And I don't know, I may have to, with this being, I don't think I sanded. I should have sanded a little more. Let me. I sanded, but I don't think I sanded good enough. Hey, Bonnie. There we go. Because that's some tough grit sandpaper. I need to get some better sandpaper, some finer or something. I think I need to get me some better gesso. I like my Liquitex gesso. It was smoother than this stuff. This is supposed to be student grade, but it's the kind that comes in a big, huge, and it may not be the gesso. I'm just saying it may be me. Yeah, I sanded it, so that was gonna help. And I may have to resand this here, but I may also have to put the gesso on and let it dry and then put another layer on top of it. Because this up here I sanded and it's not sticking too well. But again, I might not have stirred this gesso up well enough. Because, it came in a really big, huge tub. There we go. All right. So there we go. We got it started. That's what I want. And then I'm going to take this in. And all I want is that part of his face showing. And then I was going to black it out and then pull in some of the red with some other colors. And maybe do some other stuff. Who knows? So I'm going to set that, let that dry, and do some more work to it. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I was getting excited when I was looking at all that stuff. And I found some other stuff. Welcome back. Yes, I think I do. I think so. Miss Beth, I think she's inside the magazine. I can look when the cover dries. Are you wanting her? You want me to pull her out and send her to you? Okay, I want to see right here. I found the rocking chair. Found the rocking chair. So I have this. Okay, I just set that over there so I could get to it. Y'all, it's like I got a critter in here. Now, I know Fat Daddy did not get my little gesso thing. Well, we're just going to turn around and act like we just don't know what happened. We're just going to get a new one. Y'all, that's crazy. I need to shake it up. I did. I saw it. You saw me? I saw you. I watched it and gave you a like. I don't think I got to comment. Because they came in and had a meeting about our board stuff. So I don't think I got to comment, but I did watch it. I was finishing it up when they came in to get me. Oh, it's these cards. We were throwing these away at work. And I'm used to the credit cards, which are just a little bit harder. These are a little flimsier. Let me throw that away. Let me get my credit. Get my old AARP card. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. Well, I kind of don't like that up there like that. It looks like it's floating up in the sky, lowered up in the sky. Maybe we put it over here. Now it looks like it's going to fall on her head. She got poltergeist. We could put it here and do a division. I just don't like it. I mean, it was a cute idea, but I just don't like it. I don't like it, so we're not going to do it. Here's what I need to put. I need to put this sign right here. It's a tissue box. But I need to set it right here. Probably need to sit on the table. It says, bless you. Just bless me with this page. There we go. Just bless me. And then that looks a little better there. And you know how, well, this looks more like it. You know how they have the little wall hangers on it? I got that one. Or they got this one, but that doesn't look good. This one looks cute. Then there's the pillow. I might could cut that for like a little wall hanger. Girl, you said plants. You take your plants out during the day when it's warm and then bring them back in at night. I thought you said you take your pants out. I'm like, why are you taking your pants out to heat them up? That's silly. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Okay. I'm going to round this. Oop, that won't round. I'm going to round it. Okay. All right. I'm going to put that up there like that. What did I do with that? Oh, that's too bright pink. I'm trying to get rid of the daggum pink. We'll just put it like this, do it like this, try some little round thingamabobs right there. It'll be okay. Okay. That helps a little bit, don't it? I was gonna say you sent her. I want to be your friend. I'll swap. I'll send you an ATC if you send me an ATV. I need me an all-terrain vehicle. You know, I could stand one of those on the back40. There we go. And then when it dries, I can get the black marker and do the little knobs on each side like that's holding it. And then that'll flip up there. That looks a little better. That helps just a tad. Not much, but a tad. Then we'll do something over here. I was hoping that if I leave this be and then come back to it, I would like it better. I have not. So it's okay. We'll bring the paint out next. I mean, eventually it's got to look better. If we just layer it up, it'll eventually look better. Yes, it will. Okay. Somehow or another, it will. And then I had these. I thought those were cute. That's a little cute right down here. Yes, that looks cute. All right. And then that ugly page. There's that. We could build a whole scene on that. We'll see. And where is the house? Nice, Steph. I'm so glad, honey. I'm so happy. I hope you rest well. Hey, Nessa, how you doing tonight? Okay, where is the little hood house? There he is. I got the little wreath to go on the door, the little hood house. I'm going to cut that a little bit more. I had to some stuff to get into my teacher's voice tonight, but I think I'm kind of chickening out. I'm gonna be real and just tell you the honest guy truth. I'm just chickening out. I really am. You know, I'm just chickening right on out. I did, I went back and found my notes and went back and looked at my stuff to prepare for it. So I prepared today for it, but I'm just chickening out. Just bark, bark, bark. Big old chicken. Not even a pretty rooster, just a big old fat chicken hen. Okay. Got that on the door. I'm safe here. Go for it. Oh, Lord. Was a lot of good information, especially, if you were like me and was trying to look for that stuff, because I looked for it to be plain dead gum English. And I think it just nobody could give it to me in plain dead gum English. So I had to really go to school and suffer to look at some stuff because my brain has to process it that way. Look, that looks cute there because every she shed needs a place to sit by the flower bed in the rocking chair. See? I think it needs a rocking chair. And I got some little pigs, and the pigs need to play in the flower bed because there's always pigs on the back 40. They might be wild, but they're pigs. I don't want to come up. We did have, I came home from work one night during the winter, and the baby pig ran out of my yard. And I was like, oh my God, because where the baby is, the mama is. And where the mama is, the whole little, whatever you call the little things that those wild burros run with. And whatever you call a pack of wild pigs. But that pack of wild pigs was somewhere, which means the big daddy was there. Whew. I did not want Big Daddy to be up in my yard when I was trying to get out of my truck. Because he can take you out. Oh, it's okay. And you go right ahead, Ness, and do what you got to do. I ain't think nothing of it. All right, I'm going to have my little pigs playing in my flower bed. See right here, they could play in my flower bed. These are not wild pigs, so it's okay. This is Charlotte Whale pigs. All right, I got to leave that open. Uh-oh. Okay. That's cute. We got to find somebody or something to sit, like a little kitty cat maybe, to sit in the rocking chair. So I did good. I used all my cutouts but 2. We'll put those over there because maybe I can use them for Calvin ball. All right, we're going to set this over here. We got that done. Oh, like I was saying, be sure to take care of them piggies. I need to. I need the piggies to grow up so I can get me some meat because let me tell you, pork's high. Pork and chicken. I need to actually raise some on this back 40 is what I need to do. So, y'all know I've been doing this background collage and making my background sheets in steps and doing some steps on some. I've never took one fully all the way with you. I do have some. Wait a minute, I gotta get the gesso off my hands so I won't get it everywhere. I don't, I want to get it everywhere. So what I discovered was that when everybody makes backgrounds and you go to sit down to make a background that you're going to use for collaging or use to put stuff over. Oh, that's so sweet. Lori Beth made you come back to tell Marty good night. Good night, Lori Beth. You so sweet. Even if Marty just say that. Okay, let me regroup, see where I was at when I got up and read that. It was just too sweet. I looked up collage and everybody has their different steps. And I want to know sometimes, just give me the steps. Just give me the steps and the knowledge, and I can figure it out, and then I can come up with my own stuff. But when I'm trying to figure out something and trying to make heads or tails of it, just give me the 1, 2, 3. Well, there was the 1, 2, 3, and they were giving me the 1, 2, 3, but the problem was somebody was doing them in one order, in one way, and somebody else had a different styling process and was doing it in a different way. So I had to learn that what the different ways was. And if it was okay or not. And then, Lord, I had to go learning all the different colors and trying to find that kind of stuff. So here we have it. This would be one that I would consider finished here and ready. This background is done and finished, and it's ready for my focal point. It has all my stuff in it. So what I learned, and I got notes on it, y'all. On the background, what I learned is that these are the steps, okay? And you've seen me do some of them. All right. The first step, especially if you take the plain paper, like, I like working with this plain paper because it's real thin and I can tear it up and collage it and add all them layers I like to add. If you take it with that, the first thing they do is that neurogenic scribble thing where you break yourself in. Everybody was talking about that like it was some grand thing. All it is putting a pencil in your left hand and just scribbling, making marks without thinking. They do the scribbles. Then they do the stamping. So they take their stamps. And I'm thinking, okay, what stamps? Did I put a big fat chicken? I put one of them on here. I did a stamp. This, I think it's the most ugly page, where I was putting stamps down, like real stamps. No, you want to put mark making stamps down. If this is boring, y'all, and this isn't good, let me know, okay? I'm serious about that. It's not going to hurt my feelings at all. Okay? Okay. Deals. I'm going to take that as a deal, or y'all don't want to sleep on me one. Okay, so what you want to take is various script or mark making kind of stuff. You want to take it where it's script writing or maybe a different type of writing with your script writing in your various fronts, and then just mark making different ones. And put it down, like you can see it way back behind there on this paper. You want to just put your different mark making stamps. There's some up under that. That's a stencil there. Oh, there's some more, but it's up under here. And you want to put it down on the paper to have your marks and stuff done. They also have the foamies. I've got some of those too. Where you go to PM Studios and you can get some of Devon's and Eddie's and Carrie's and hundreds of different. I think even Patricia and Marty had some. Mariah, but they, you can go get these different little foamy stamps. And artfoamies.com, they have a whole bunch of different kind of foamy stamps from different artists around the world. And you can use those foamy stamps or even found objects, those kind of stamps. And you do the stamps. Then you go into mark making, with your little round dots. From your coat tops, bubble wraps, you do your other different stuff like that. Ink, where you use inks and that stuff to make your marks, or pencils where you just mark on them or do your little drawing or doodling, or use your, like Devon did today with the jelly print. And she took the pens and made the marks on that one. And then you do your base coat, which is 2 colors or more at a time. And then you can gesso over it, airbrush over it, do fingers, use your fingers and smush it. And then you can do your textures, which is your napkins, your paste butters, your embossing, your exam tissues, your fabrics, your threads, your images, to make your textures on your substrate. Then the last step, you make your splatters, gold, black, white, or the color that you want to go with it. Those are the orders. You do your scribbles, your stamps, your mark making, your color base, your gesso, your textures, and your splatters. That's how you make your background. But the order that you do them in is kind of really up to the artist. Okay. Hey, Elf. How you doing? So what you want to do is just play around with it, because a lot of these older ones were me just trying to play around and see, what I liked, what looked good, trying to figure out what damn colors put together, just trying to see what all this mess would look like if I did it. What would shock me and hurt my eyeballs when I looked at it. So when you get your papers and play around with them and do scribbles, don't do scribbles, do stamps, then colors. Do your colors, and then go back and do your mark making. Do your gesso, but right before you do your splatters. Just find out which way it looks good to you and feels good to you. But that is all they're doing. Every last single one of them that I watched did those steps in some kind of order. And they called it mark making. They called it stamping. They called it different stuff. But that's the order that every last single one of them did it in. Well, those were the steps in some kind of order that they did it in. But for the process is when you're putting all those together, just take you out 7 pieces, because it's 7 steps. Take you about 7 pieces and start with one on one page, then skip down to the second one and start on another page and do it that way. And then when you get through all of them, write which step you put on the paper, how it made you feel, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, and what items you used. And do it that way. If you really want to know how to do it and don't know where to start and confused about it, if you do it that way, then it'll all make sense and, kind of play in. Now, the colors, girls, it's sprays, it's acrylic paints, it's whatever your heart desires. And I have another whole episode that Vicki did on her stamp, and it looked really good. And I'll do that at another date. But as far as the background pieces, that is all it is to it. And I really wish somebody would have said, April, shut up. All you got to do is A, B, C, D, E. Go figure out how you want to put it together in your process to get it on paper. Go play, but do it. This one, and this one, and go play. And then when you find out what you want to do, start experimenting, throwing other stuff in on it. I would probably be a lot further than I was now. But with my little ADD brain, I have to have some knowledge so I can translate it, understand it, make my brain understand it, and then I can start putting it back out there. Because what I'm going to do is I like to play and experiment. So I'm going to play and experiment with all this stuff and figure out which way I like to go and what else I want to add into it, and see what feels good. Because this looked really good. This was October. This was CCT 52 challenge number 1, and this was my background page, and I had stuff all around it and everything. But that was the background page I used for that. This was on a book. I took it off. This was our book. I took it off. This one is going in my Trump thing, because it's got my peoples on it. Okay, teacher voice is over. Look at this one. That was a lot. I was learning about mark making. That's a lot of cool mark making, ain't it? Hey, Nana, you miss me being teacher voice. You could have critiqued my teacher voice and let me know if I had my teacher voice down pat or not. Isn't that some cool mark making? All right, that's pretty cool. All right, that's over with. Now let's get to playing. What time is it? Okay, I got 15 minutes. We can talk about this. Wait a minute, something's wet down there where I cleaned it up. All right, this is what I did. I told you I wasn't going to sew. I did pretty good. One of them slipped on me right there, but I think I did pretty good. And I just sewed the signatures in. And I'll sew one in, Cindy, if you need me to. I'll sew one in on camera. Thank you, Marty. But I sewed the signatures in. Then I took my Fabri-Tac because you know that's I'm a glue snob. I admit it. I took my Fabri-Tac and I put these together and I glued them together. Now I didn't do a really good job at cutting these file folders, so I made sure this lined up and I didn't worry about this. So because I can fix that later when I do my gel, you know, put my jelly stuff on it and collagen. So I put that together. So we have one signature here. And then it goes over and it lays flat. We got to break the pages in. There's a second signature and that lays flat. And there's a third signature. That's not upside down. Remember, it's backwards and frontwards page. And then that goes over. And then this is the last signature here. I put the one I was going to put in front to the last. So that's got it there. Now the next thing that Natasha did at Treasure Books was the front. Okay, the spine. So I have this, and I have this here. I think this is the one, yes. So I like this, but then I found my strawberry stuff I had. Now the strawberry is not wide enough, but you know me with my thinking, I was kind of thinking, you know, wild roses and strawberries grow by my brook. I don't know about your brook, but my brook it does. So I thought, you know, if we put that on there and then put this on there, because, you know, some of it's going to be covered up. But then I didn't like it because this is one way and this is another way, even though both of them are vintage. So I guess we're just going to have strawberries. So she put this on here like this. I was wondering, we call you Juju and the kids call you Mama Juju. Did Chris call you Honey Juju or Juju Baby or something? He calls me baby. When he's mad at me, he calls me April. Or some other terms I probably do not want to know about. But he calls me baby and boo, depending on what kind of mood he's in. Okay, so Natasha put this around here for the spine. And then she said you push this down like this, and then you put this over it so this won't be popped up too much. That's what we're going to do. Now, we're going to see what kind of look I have. And he called me Juju Baby. I wish he did call me Juju Baby. Ooh, mercy, babe. Oh, it got me upset here. I put that where she said don't. She said do not put it right there. I had to wipe it off. Don't put it right there. Just there. Okay, I got it there. I got it lined up. I'm going to put my finger down and push it down. Then I'm going to bring this over like this and press that down. There we go. Then I'm going to flip it over. Juju baby. I'm having way too much. I am having a lot of fun. I saw you have fun doing this, or there's just no daggum sense in doing it. That's my prerogative. I mean, not my prerogative. That's my thoughts. Prerogative was not the correct word there. Okay, push it down. That's like CPR. Okay, push it down, then pull it over. I don't want it that tight. There we go. And then pop it up. And there we go. It's got a little bit there. See, so it can expand, but not that big gape and stuff like she talked about. But she did say we'd have to make, a couple of them to get, get okay with it. Now, she's all everything's right, in the world. And it has to be so. I'm not. But I like stuff sticking out. And, I like stuff like this. So I'm going to have to think about this, though. I may wind up cutting that off and frailing it just a little bit because I'm kind of not liking that up on my crocheting stuff. Yeah, I'm not liking that. So I will trim that. I got my little scissors to trim that with. She is very neat and tidy. She would take a Xanax if she had to work with me. I'm telling you, she would. I love her and I love watching her. But I would make that woman take a Xanax. I just don't think she could handle it. She just couldn't handle it. It's just, she'd treat me like one of her kids, probably whoop me with switch. I'm just trying to make sure I don't cut my crocheting because that was some work. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. All right. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, well, you got to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Yeah, you got to get that. You got to get that 100-something minute. You got to get it. So if you listen to that tune, that's fast. All right, and then to make sure I got. Oh, that is so cute. This just makes my... Okay, now I want to keep this whole thing here. But I don't like this. So what I want to do on this piece here is I want to pull this over. So what we got to do tonight... Let me set this over here because it's got to dry too. And I've got it in my iPad box. So it's just as big as my iPad. I got it in my iPad box and I'm going to set something heavy on it so it'll do its business. But this piece here, I want to glue down and pull over so it will go up under it and have a clean edge. That's why I pulled it and cut it like that. Because I want to preserve the integrity of this cover. All intact. Because it has so many wonderful little kids that grew up reading it. Boogieing down, girl. Boogieing down. No. I'm going to pull this over. Because can't you imagine all the little boys and girls in the elementary school that had to read this book? Or, at least had to check it out to act like they was going to read it. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like it was well loved in some kind of manner. at least in the book bags. So I'm going to put that over here so it can dry. Then I'm going to do this one, and I'm leaving everything just like it is. Uh-oh, I almost stuck myself. Let me put that over here. Look at this little bitty. Look at that. You see that little bitty pen? Oh my goodness. I'm going to stick it back in this right here. I'm afraid it's going to find a foot. Probably mine. Okay. But I want to preserve all of this. Every last dirty little bit of it. Every little bit of them snotty nosed little kids. Okay. And pull that over. See, I even saved the title. Look at that. I did so good. We'll trim that off after it dries. There we go. I got that and this piece here. Uh-oh. Oh, well, it'll just have to do this big old hunky daddy. Okay. That doesn't. It don't look straight, but it'll do. Okay. So I'm going to lay that over there and let those two dry. And then I had this pretty ribbon that I thought, we might put it down. And then I had this. This came from Miss Deb. One of her coffee dye things she sewed with the little rust on it. And I thought that would look cute on it because it's been through some life, So I thought I'd put this vintage stuff on it. That is vintage. And I don't know if that's regular lace or some other kind of lace, but it feels real good. We're going to put that up. And I had this in case that didn't do good. And then that's going in Happy Mail. Okay, so we got everything done. We talked about everything. Now, everybody knows how to use the color wheel. Does anybody have trouble with the color wheel? Everybody okay? Nobody needs to go with the color wheel? 1, 2, 3. You do? Okay. All right, this color wheel. Oh, I'm going to get up because I need a drink. This was the hardest thing for me to understand, and I don't know if I understand it right. Miss Beth still in here? Miss Beth can correct us if we're wrong. Miss Beth is our mentor. She will let us know if we are on the wrong track. And we need to sit down and shut up. Okay. This one is a pocket one. Can you see the pocket one okay? All right. This one is the one that I use for acrylic painting. Because it has where you can add the colors to it. Okay. This one, if you put it on blue, it says you add blue. Well, if you flip it over and you look, you've got your triangle here. All right, and your triangle where it points, if you put this, the top point of the arrow, say we're going to have blue. Just blue. If we have blue, then it points straight across, and this one here is on orange. So blue and orange are complementary colors. Okay, so if you want to add stuff together, blue and orange are your colors that you want to add together. And then these two, yellow orange and red orange, are your accent colors that you can have for that one. And then it breaks down here on these two. All right, these two are your non-dominant colors, and they're the ones that are kind of antagonist against your blue. So you have to be careful if you are ever going to do something with the red and the yellow on the blue. That's what basically those mean. So you want to go across here. And then these are your shades and tone. That's nothing but adding whites to it to shade it down to where you get your grays and stuff. Okay, that's that one. And then this explains it here on the sides. If you can get your magnifying glass like I had to do and read that little mess. Then if you flip it over on this side here, this is where you go to add your colors if you want to make. Good night, Nana. If you want to make stuff, you want to play and experiment. You turn it. So if you got blue and you say, okay, what happens if I add yellow? Well, if I add yellow, I'm going to get this green color here. Well, what happens if I add red to it? I'm going to get this purple. What if I put me some black in it? I'm going to get this color here, which is a darker midnight blue. So this tells you, if you add the colors to it, what colors you're going to get. See, if I add violet and yellow together, I'm going to get that muddy color. See it? So as you go around and you mix it, it tells you what you're going to get. And then these are your shades and values of your whites and your grays. So if somebody talks to you and they tell you about your values of gray, or if you're reading something and it tells you about the value of gray, if you look on your gray scale, that tells you what color gray it is there. Oh, that tells you what color gray it is there according to the value. And then this one right here is your grayscale value that goes up to 10, and 10 is the white. So, and then it has talking about your primary and secondary colors. You know about all that. Got the primary colors, you mix some colors together, you get your secondary, you mix your secondary and your primary colors together, and you get them the tri-colors, treachery colors. Then you have the warm and the cools. Warm is sun and hot, and cool is, swimming and earthing. That's it. You got any questions? That's basically it. And I do have a list called, my ADD. I do have a list of colors that you should never put together, ever, as long as you forever walk on back 40. And colors that are okay to put together. Because I had to take them notes so I could be really, really sure. So I do have that. If you ever want that list, Marty, I can give it to you. It's not that long, but I do have it. And it is 1 hour and 3 minutes. Woohoo! We have made day 24. Oh my gosh, we are doing it, y'all. We are doing it. Maybe by the hardest, but by golly, by George, we are doing it. Okay, Marty, that's another cuss word for you too. By golly, by George. Do you know I have gotten grounded so many times because I said by golly, by George to my daddy or around my daddy so he could hear it? Because he said I was cussing. He knew what I was saying when I said that. And I got grounded. I love y'all. Bonnie's right. Thank you for being here and supporting me. You will never know how much that means to me. And I hope you're getting something out of it. If it's nothing but a great big old laugh and having a good old time. And I will see y'all tomorrow. And we'll start on that book and finish doing that book. And then we have some of our stuff to add up on that one. All right. I love y'all. And if you watch the replay and you've got this far, hugs and loves and kisses from the back 40. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.